Welcome back, and let us proceed with the learning Linux for DevOps. And as part of this, we need to learn how do we create directories in a Linux machine or server. So in Windows, directories are called folders, and in Linux, they are called as directories. So I mean to tell, Windows you'll be referring directories as folders, and in Linux machine you'll be referring folders as directories. So before that, let us understand some important directories. So if you see, these are all the directories which are available in a Linux machine. So for example, if you want to store your files temporarily, you'll say /tmp temp. And suppose if you want to connect any devices to the Linux machine, so you'll have /mnt, which stands for mount, mnt mount, or you also have /media. The same way, if you want to do some configurations, okay, so configurations, everything will be under the folder called /etc. So this /media, /mnt, /etc, /tmp, these are all called your directories, nothing but folders in your Linux machine. Okay. So the same way, if you want to have shared libraries, I mean tell, if there are shared libraries available, they'll be available under /lib. Okay, coming to the system information, if you remember in the very beginning I used uname command, and after that I used cat /proc, and then to get the CPU info. And then I got memory info, right? So I was referring to this /proc folder to get the system information. To get the server data, we have /srv server. Okay. Now coming to home directories, we have two home directories here. This is always fixed for the root user, and this is for the non-root user. For the root user, it is called /root. For the non-root user, it is called /home and /username. Okay. So you have user executable and system executables. For user executable, you'll have /bin. For system executable, you'll have /sbin. So I want you to just go through all these important directories which play important role as if you want to master Linux. So it's very easy, you can remember them, that's not tough. Okay, so let us proceed further. Now I want to compare the Linux directory structure with the Windows directory structure. If you see in the Windows machine, you'll be having C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, right? The same way in Linux machine, the C drive will be compared to this / which is called the root folder. Okay. So this is called C drive. So this is called root folder. This / is called root folder. So in C drive, you'll be having Windows, program files, and documents and settings, and further program files you'll be having with, if you install Firefox, you'll have Firefox. If VLC player, you'll have VLC player. The same way, other softwares and all what you'll be installing will be under the program files. Okay. The same way, in the Linux machine, the C drive will be compared to the / which is called the root folder or the root directory, and under the root directory you'll have bin, etc, home, lib, usr, var. These are all called the directories under the root folder. Okay, earlier we have seen, for example, where do we store, or where are our configuration files located? So earlier I have shown you, right? The configuration files are located under the /etc. So this is what I am trying to show in a diagrammatic way here, /etc. So this location is for the configuration files. The same way, if you want to store your server data, so earlier where did we store the server data? I mean, where did we try to see in which directory the server data will be located? Under /var or /srv. Now in this diagram, the server data is represented under /var. Further, the directories are further classified, but this first layer of directories is very important for you to understand. I mean to tell, these are all the first layers. So home directories will be /root for a root user. For a non-root user, it will be /home /username. The same way, for a server data, it will be /srv or /var. The same way for configuration files, you have /etc. For temporary files, you have /temp. For mount points, or if you want to connect any devices, then you will have /media /mint. For user executable, /bin. System executable, /sbin. For shared libraries, you will have /lib. For system information, you will have /proc. So this is the way you need to understand how your folder structure is created in the Linux. Now I will try to show you this folder structure in the Red Hat machine or CentOS machine. So now let us try to see the entire directory structure in a tree format. So for this, what I do is I require a particular software to be installed. Like how you install a particular software in your Windows machine, the same way I want to install a package in my Linux machine. So in Windows, you will be referring to softwares like Adobe software or Photoshop software. Okay, the same way in Linux they are called as packages. Now I want to install a package which is called tree package. I think I need to be a root user. So if you see, I am trying to install this package. So I am trying to install a software or a package in my machine. So as a non-root user, I am a CentOS user. So CentOS user is a non-root user. So as a non-root user, I cannot install any packages in my machine. So for this, I need to become a root user. So I'll be using the command called sudo. Okay, so it should work out now. Yeah, it's working, and the installation is in the progress. So the installation is complete. I mean to tell, don't worry about this command. I'll be helping you out, and I'll be making you explain on this particular part in detail at the later stage. Right now it's not important. Okay, don't bother as of now. So we installed the package of tree successfully, and now I will use another command to show you this particular folder structure in a Linux, how it will look. Okay, so the command will be, so don't bother about this command also as of now, because the purpose is to deal with something else. So let us see. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show. Okay, so if you see this diagram, what you are having here, this one, for example, let me just arrange them. So if you see the first folder in the Windows machine, you'll be having C drive and then the program files, and in the program files you'll be having all the applications installed. Windows machine, if it is C drive, in Linux machine it is called /, and under the /, you'll be having a first level of directories which you have to remember as what I said earlier. The same image I'm trying to show it in the Linux machine. You're having, see this one, this is the /1, this one, okay, this one, the /1, and then you are having the bin, boot, dev, etc, home, lib, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, sbin, srv, sys, temp, user, var. Okay, all these folders I have already shown you here in this diagram. Just try to compare these two and try to understand it at a later stage when you are trying to learn. Okay, so let me clear the screen. Yeah, let us proceed from here. So I want to talk about the present directory in which I am. Okay, so the command will be pwd, which stands for present working directory. So currently I am inside home folder, and inside the home folder there is a folder called CentOS. Okay, now let me take the earlier command, the tree diagram whatever I have shown you here. So see, if you see currently where am I am in the home CentOS folder. Suppose if I want to navigate to this etc folder, okay, so navigation from one folder to other folder. So my current location is home CentOS location. I am in this directory. If I want to navigate, then I'll use a command called cd. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, cd, and then I'll say space. If you see, if I want to go to this etc folder, or if I want to go to this proc folder, or if I want to go to this temp folder, temp folder, okay, if I want to go to these particular locations, first I should type, if you see, like how we have Windows machine, Windows OS, you have the C drive, the same way this forward slash is called root. Okay, so now I need to type root. Okay, you see here I typed root, and then I should select to which directory I want to go. I'll take this etc now. Okay, so I'll type it here, /etc. Now if you see, if I am inside this etc folder, here it will change to etc in this location. Now see, I'll press enter. Now see, after using the cd etc command, you see now I am in my etc folder. So this is the way I am navigating. So how did I navigate from my home CentOS folder to the etc folder? Using the cd command. Cd stands for change directory. Clear? Now, so we came from here to this folder called etc. Suppose now if you want to go back to the home directory of the user, I mean to tell, who is the user currently? The user is CentOS. CentOS home directory is home CentOS. To this directory, if you want to go back, the command will be simply cd. That's it. That's cd. Okay. So if you see, now I am back to my home directory of the CentOS user. So how do I know that? If I do pwd present working directory, so see, I am in my CentOS users home directory. The home directory of the user of CentOS is home CentOS. So earlier I was saying, right, if you want to go back to the home directory of a non-root user, so if you see, it's everywhere CentOS, CentOS, CentOS. I am a user of CentOS. Okay, so I am a non-root user. So what is the home directory of the non-root user? It is home username. The same way, that is the reason, if you see here, let me just show you here, it is home username. What is the username? In our case it is CentOS. I hope this should be clear. So let us proceed further. I'll clear the screen using the clear command, and this is what we covered. So I mean to tell, when you use cd command, you will be taken to the home directory of the user. Okay, now let us try the cd hyphen command. So what will cd hyphen command do is, it will take you to the previous directory where you were. So let me demonstrate this cd hyphen with an example. So my present working directory is pwd. Let me check that. So using the command called pwd, I am trying to check the present working directory, and I am under home CentOS. Okay. Suppose if I want to go to some other directory, let me take this tree diagram. So see, okay, what I'll do is I'll take my TMP folder, not the other one, because it's easy for you to understand. So TMP stands for temporary. All the temporary files will be put under the folder called TMP, or temporary folder or temporary directory. Okay, so TMP. So now where am I currently? I am currently under home CentOS directory. Now with this command I will be jumping into my temp folder. Okay, now see, as I implemented this command, now you see I am having this forward TMP here. So means I am in my temp. So how do I show you that? the same pwd command. Now if you see, currently when I did pwd present working directory, it is saying that I am in my /temp folder. Okay, so that is the way you will be understanding where you are. That's fine now. But from where did I come to the temp folder? Prior to coming to this /temp folder, I was in this location called home CentOS. Now if I want to go back from temp to the home CentOS folder, now straight away in one step I have the command called cd and I say space hyphen. So what will cd hyphen do? This command will take you to the previous directory where you are. Okay, so where I am previously, I am in this location home CentOS. Now I will do an enter. Now you should see, where am I? I am in my home CentOS directory. So if I do a pwd now, you should see that I am in my home CentOS directory. Clear? So we covered cd and cd hyphen, these two scenarios. There is another scenario which is left over. Let us cover that. So let me clear the screen. And now we'll cover the third scenario, which is called double dot. What is double dot? So cd double dot. So what is the cd double dot command going to do? That is what I'm trying to demonstrate. pwd. So my present working directory is home CentOS, and now what I'll do is I will do the cd to my etc folder, and in the etc folder I want to go to yum. Okay, so where am I currently? I moved from my home CentOS directory to my etc yum location, so that is available here. Okay, so if you want to check it, you have the command called pwd command, which will show you, or it will confirm you where are you. You are in the etc yum location, yum folder. Now if you want to go back to the parent directory, so what do you mean parent directory? So the parent directory in this scenario is etc. Okay, for yum the parent directory is etc. Okay, let us see this cd double dot. Okay, so I did cd double dot. For yum the parent directory is etc. When I say ls, when I say pwd, you should see where are you? In the etc. For etc, what is the parent directory? The root. The / is called root. Root is a parent directory. Now if I say cd double dot, from etc I have moved to the root location. How do I know that? If I say pwd, you should see the reply is root. So I hope you understand this example also. So what actually happened here? We were going back to the parent directory. Okay, so that was possible because of the command called cd double dot. Okay, so let us go with the next concept, so which is called dot. So what is I'm talking about? Dot. So what is this dot actually all about? Okay, so in Linux, dot indicates the present working directory. So pwd, I am currently in my root folder. Okay, so let me change to home CentOS location, so it will be easy for you. I'll clear the screen. You will take the example from here. Okay, so I'm trying to talk about the next concept, which is called dot or single dot. Okay, so what is this single dot in Linux talking about? Okay, so if you see, we have the present working directory is pwd, present working directory, and home CentOS. Okay, so this home CentOS is where I am currently, and this can be referred to with another simpler way, which is called dot. Okay, so dot indicates my present working directory, and my present working directory is CentOS. Okay, so it does you should not understand like this. Dot does not means home CentOS. Okay, that's wrong. Dot indicates present working directory. The present working directory can be any directory here. Okay, it can be a /etc if you are in the etc folder. It can be /tmp if you are in a temp folder. But in this screen, what you are seeing, dot indicates present working directory, and the present working directory here is referred to as home CentOS. Okay, let me explain it in another way. Suppose if I go to etc/m, okay, what is my present working directory here? It is etc/m. So if I say dot, so dot indicates that I am in my present working directory, and in this scenario the present working directory is etc/m. That is what I mean to tell. Okay, so clear the screen and let me try to go in deep more using the dot. So let us try to understand the importance of single dot using a cp command. Okay, so it's not that using cp command only you will be understanding the importance of the dot. It can be any scenario, but ultimately you should understand how what does dot indicates. Okay, so the command will be cp/etc/pass wd and then dot. Okay, so I mean to tell, usually cp command comes with source file and destination file. I mean to tell destination. So source and the destination, cp source destination. Let me fill this syntax. So cp source is, I am saying that I want to copy from the etc location. We have PSSWD. There is a file called passwd in my etc folder. That is what I want to copy. This is the source, and coming to the destination, I'll say the destination as dot. So what is the meaning of dot here? So before saying what is the importance of dot here, let me copy this command and let me take my present working directory first. Okay, so my present working directory is home CentOS. As I said earlier, dot indicates present working directory, and present working directory in this scenario is home CentOS. Okay, now let me write the command again. So sorry, it should be cp etc pass wd and then dot. Okay, so cp command source destination. Now dot indicates what in this scenario? Dot indicates present working directory, and present working directory indicates home CentOS. Okay, so now this passwd file which is in the etc folder will get copied to this location. Okay, because dot indicates present working directory and this is the location. Okay, now when I do an ls in my present working directory, you should see the passwd file is copied from my etc location to my home CentOS. That is the reason you are able to see this file. Clear? So let us proceed further. So now we will take the next concept, which is called creating directories. For creating the directories, we will be using the command called mkdir. mkdir stands for make directory, and you should say the directory or folder you want to create. Okay, so I will create the first directory, which is called folder 1. Suppose if you want to create more than one folder, then you can say folder 2. Like this, you can say how many number of directories or folders you want to create. Okay, so when I do an ls, the folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, in Windows they are called folders, in Linux they are called directories. The folders got created. As they are folders, you can see the color is in blue color. Suppose, let us take another scenario. I'll do mkdir command. Now I want to create directory 1, and in the directory 1 I want to create directory 2, and in the directory 2 I want to create directory 3. Okay, so this is the scenario I am trying to tell. So mkdir command I'm using, I want to create directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. Okay. So is this going to happen? Let us see. So it is not happening. The reason is, first of all, if directory 1 is there, then directory 2 can be created. If directory 2 and directory 1 and directory 2 are there, then directory 3 can be created. But as directory 1, the parent directory, or the directory 2, which is the parent directory for directory 3, are not available. So what is happening? It indicates it is unable to create the directory. But still, if you want to create, you have an option called -p. Okay. After mkdir command, you'll be using -p option. So a -p option is used to create the directory recursively, even if the parent directory is missing. Okay. -p means to create this directories one after the other. I mean, inside directory 1 will create directory 2, and inside directory 2 will create directory 3. But for all this, you should have directory 1 available. You should have the directory 1 first be available. So for this, you will be having -p. -p means recursively create this all directories. Okay. So when I type and enter, so you see I did not get any error. But if I say ls, you should see directory 1 got created, and inside directory 1 what is there? Okay, let me see that. So d1, ls d1. Okay, so sorry, I should say ls d1. You should see inside ls d1 d2 is there. Okay, the same way, if I say /d2 ls d2, automatically d3 is there. So in directory 1 directory 2 is there, in directory 2 directory 3 is there. So that is what I wanted to show here. Clear? So all this is possible because of the option called -p. Okay, so this is the command, this is the option, this is the input. Right, I said in the very beginning. Do you remember? So command, option, input. Okay, so all this is possible because of -p, so which is used to create the directory recursively even if the parent directories are missing. So now let us take the next concept, which is how to copy directories. So the command will be cp command. So let us take the hands-on. So before that, let us create some folders and then try to copy the directories. So to create the folder or directory, you have the command called mkdir, or let me just type it. It's mkdir, and then you'll have the what is the folder name you want to give, right? So I'll say folder 6, folder 7, and folder 8. Okay, so these are all the folders which I have created. If I do ls, you should see my folder 6, 7 and 8 are available here. Now, as I said, to copy the directories or the folders, the command will be cp command, and then we have to say the source. So let me write the syntax: source followed by the destination. Okay, source and the destination is what you are specifying in the syntax. So let me replace this 2 and I'll show you what is going to happen now. So I want to copy my folder 5. So I'll say the source will be folder 5, and I want to copy my folder 5 into my folder 7. So the destination will be folder 7. Okay, but whenever you're using cp command on a directory, whenever you're using cp command on a directory, you should always ensure that you use -r. Okay, so just see -r. Okay, so copying directories can be done with the same command called cp. That is what we have used while copying the files. but while copying the directories we need to mention -r, which means recursively copy this particular activity I mean to tell. Okay, so let me press the enter, and when I do an ls, you should see that my folder 5 got copied into folder 7. So when I try to see what is there inside my folder 7, automatically the folder 5 should be copied inside my folder 7. So how will you check that? Using ls command. ls, and you will say the where do you want to check, which location you want to check. I want to check inside my folder 7. Okay, so ls list everything in folder 7. So if you see, as this command has got implemented, that is the reason in my folder 7 you are able to see folder 5. Clear? Now the scenario what you have seen just now here, in this what actually happened, if you see in this command, the source was already in existence. Okay, the destination was also already in existence. Now let me take the next scenario of the same copy command in a different way. So I want to copy my folder 5, which is the source, to the destination called folder 10. So the copy command, how it will be used? Copy, syntax will be copy, source, and the target or the destination. But if you see here, the source folder 5 is available here, but folder 10 is not there here, but my target is folder 10. Okay, now see what is going to happen. So always ensure when you are implementing cp command on a directories or folders, you should use -r. Okay, -r stands for recursively. Now if I do an ls, if you see folder 5 and folder 10, okay, is the command which I have implemented. So source is folder 5 and your target is folder 10. Okay, if you see now, prior to implementing this command, folder 10 was not there, but after implementing this command, folder 10 got created. That is what has happened here. So this scenario is where you know the source is already created, but the target is not available, right? The target is not available here. But when you try to do a copy command on a source which you know and on a destination which you don't know, then this command will create the destination folder. That is what has happened here. Clear? So let us take the next concept. So which is nothing but mv command. So mv stands for moving your directories or files. So this scenario is on directories. So the syntax will be mv source and then destination. Okay. So this is the syntax I am talking about. mv stands for moving your directories. So we are currently understanding directories. The understanding of the files part has already been done in the past video. So current video is only about directories. So the command will be mv command source and the destination. So let me once do the list of directories which are available in my particular location. So my particular location is home CentOS. So how do I know that? pwd command will tell you the location where I am. I am in my home CentOS, and inside this location all this content is there. Now to implement the mv command, as I said, the syntax will be mv source and the destination. Okay. So this is the syntax. Move, mv stands for move. What is the source file or folder you want to move? What is the destination file or folder you want to make it or you want to move into? Now, so let me replace this syntax. Now if you see, I am using mv command move and I am replacing the syntax. So if you see now, I am trying to take this folder 5 as a source. Okay. And I want to implement it on my folder 9, which will be the destination. So this scenario is where you are implementing a move command on a directories in which source is already known and destination is already known. So what will happen? My folder 5 will move inside folder 9. Okay, let us see this. ls, and if you see now, earlier you had folder 5 here. Okay, but after implementing this command, there is no folder 5 here. So where is folder 5? It went inside folder 9 because of this command. So we will check inside what is there inside folder 9. ls folder 9. So you should see folder 5 is inside folder 9 because of this command. Now let us implement the mv command in a different way. So I'll clear the screen. ls, and now I'll take the same mv command. Now I'll try to implement the mv command using the source called folder 6 and on a destination which is not there here. So what is the destination I want to take? We have folder 6, we have folder 7, 8, 9 and 10. So let me take a folder 11 which is not there here. Okay, folder 11. So what will happen? So this command will rename folder 6 as folder 11. The reason is, let us see the result first. So ls command, if you see, folder 6 is nowhere available in this list, but folder 11 is available. What happened to folder 6? The folder 6 has got renamed as folder 11. The reason is, mv command will not only move your directories from one location to other location, but mv command will rename the existing folder into the name of a new folder if the target folder is not available. If you see, the target folder is not available here, that is the reason this command has renamed folder 6 into folder 11. I hope this should be clear. Let us take the next concept, which is on how do you remove the directories in your machine. Okay, so we'll clear the screen. So I'll take the list of directories in my particular folder structure. If you see, these are the list of directories which I'm having. The syntax to remove directories will be rm -rf and the directory or folder you want to remove. Okay, directory name. Okay, so you should tell, if you want to remove folder 10, here you should write folder 10. If you want to remove folder 7, you should say here folder 7. Okay, so let us implement the syntax. So rm -rf, and then you should say what is the folder you want to remove. Okay, so I'll remove my folder 10. So and I'll do an ls to see the result. If you see, before implementing this command, folder 10 was there, but after implementing this command, my folder 10 is not available. Clear? So let us try the same command in another angle. So what will happen, if you see, currently I am having a folder 11 available. So let me try to remove folder 11, but I'll remove this -f and I'll try to do it. Okay, so you see, even without -f also folder 11 got removed. I mean, this command was working even without -f, and that is the reason folder 11 was removed. But the point to be noted is the importance of -f is to delete or remove the directory forcefully. So there will be particular scenarios where your folder might be being used by some other process or any request. In that scenarios, if you want to forcefully remove this particular folder, in those scenarios, then you will use -f. Okay, even without -f, it will work. Clear? Not only that, if your folder is having, another scenario might be if your folder is having more than multiple folders and files inside this particular folder. In that scenario, you need to use -f. Okay, let us try to create multiple content in a particular folder and see that scenario. Okay, let me clear the screen. So ls, so currently I have folder 7. So is there anything inside folder 7? Let me check. So this folder 5. Okay. What I'll do is I'll go inside folder 7. How will you go? How will you jump from? How will you jump into folder 7? So command will be cd command, and you should say the folder name. And in my folder 7, if you see, because of this command folder 7, I'm in. If you see here, I got the reply as folder 7. I'm inside folder 7. So still, if you have not, you have the command called pwd. So pwd, what is the reply? It is saying that currently you are in home. Under home you have CentOS. In the CentOS you are in folder 7. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now here what I'll do is I'll try to create multiple directories. Okay. Directory 1, directory 2 and directory 3, and I'll also create file, not directory, folder 1, folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, and along with the folders I'll also create files. Touch file 1, file 2, file 3. Okay, touch command will be used to create files. mkdir will be used to create folders. Okay, so now if I do an ls, so you should see the folders are all in blue color. Okay, and the files are in white color. Now I want to delete folder 7. Let us see what will happen. I'll go to come out of this folder 7. So when you are inside the folder, you cannot delete, you can delete everything inside the folder 7, but the easiest way is to go outside this folder and delete this folder. So currently I am inside folder 7, right? So how do I know that? pwd. If you see, the present working directory is I am inside folder 7. So to go out of the particular folder 7, the command will be cd, and then if you want to go to the parent directory of this folder, what is the parent directory of this folder? It is CentOS. Okay, if you want to go into this, you will say cd double dot. Okay, now if I say pwd, clear, where am I? I am in my home and I am in CentOS. So that is the reason I came out. Now if I do an ls, you should see I am having folder 7. If you want to remove folder 7, the command will be rm -rf and the directory what you want to remove. I want to remove folder 7. Okay. So as I said, you can use force option to remove a directory, or without even force option so it will work. Okay. Let us first try to remove it without a force option. Okay. I think it might have gone. If I do an ls, folder 7 is not available. Okay. The same way you can also remove the folder 7 if you want with a force option also. Okay. So the command will be in that scenario rm-rf, and you should add f here. Okay. But without without this -r, this command will not work. If you want, you can just try. So what I'll do is I will try to remove folder 8. Okay, and I will not remove, I'll remove this -r option, and I will only give you -f. Okay, see, it will not happen. The reason is, if you are dealing with folders, you should always have -r. That's it. Okay, so rm -rf and the folder 8. If I do an ls, you should see everything is clear, right? We'll meet you in the next session and next video with much more advanced knowledge on Linux, where we'll be using cat command, head command, tail command, grep command, awk command, and we'll also see how to use vim editor, and we'll also have another thing which is called streamline editor. And like this, there's more to learn. Till then, wish you a happy and continuous learning. Meet you in the next video. Have a good day.